have achieved this fluency just within 1.5 years. So already it is a remarkable work that you have done. Yeah, other thing that you are housewife, you can, I'm sure you will be taking care of your babies, family, and after all you are learning English. And we already know how daunting task it is to take care of babies and household chores too, because I come from the family where I know, how my mom does all the works.
Yeah.
So it is really daunting task. But right now I have met so many, especially women from all walks of life, and they have been learning English, and this trend is very popular right now. And so this is good thing that I love. Like,
So if you are engaging yourself throughout the day to learn something new, to make your day productive, so definitely it is gonna help you a lot.
yeah, it does help. It does help. For example, and I have been learning this language English since 2020. So in both the ways, I have find lots of positive thing that whatever I am today because of these works.
We have the kind of creative mindset, right? Whatever is repeated by you over and over, fortunately, it will become so easier for us. Sir, is there any specific technique that you use to become a master in English language?
I think my secret of speaking good English is listening. So I always listen to things, and I try to listen attentively so I can observe.
And if you are excusing yourself, then this is your fault. If your level is 100% and you are not putting your 100% efforts, then you can be stay at 50%. So it is your responsibility. If you really want to achieve something in your life, then you have to put some efforts for your work until you attain your desired results in your life.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, hello sir. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How about you? How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. I can't complain. Everything is fine. I'm doing great.
Yeah, good to hear that. So,
Mhm.
sir, I have watched you some of video and you speak really very beautifully English, right? So I really like those videos, and I thought I should connect with you, right? So this is the reason I'm here, and I'm very excited to talk with you, and definitely I'm going to learn something new from you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all, for your kind words. Yeah, whenever I connect with the people and they tell me like they have been watching my videos and they'll liked it, then I feel humble because it's I'm totally I feel humble. So I know you have liked my video, you watched it, but most of you have made me whatever I am today. So right, as far as my English journey or YouTube channel is concerned, so I'm humble for all the achievements. Yeah. So I would like you to introduce yourself first, so our audience can know who are you.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to introduce myself. First of all, I would like to say you thank you so much for giving me this beautiful opportunity for speaking here in front of you. So my name is Babita. I'm talking to you from Gorakhpur, UP. About my education, I've done graduation with English, I did PG, B.Ed, and also qualified CTET, UP. Apart from this, I'm a homemaker. Simultaneously, I'm also running a YouTube channel. That's name is Learn English with Babita, where I post conversational kind of videos. Along with, I'm a mother of two kids. About my hobbies, I love singing, yoga, and talking with the people. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have beautiful hobbies like you love singing, you do yoga, you said.
Yes, yes, I do yoga.
Wow, great. So tell me about a bit. Tell me a bit about your English journey. How did you start speaking English? Because you are from UP, so I understand it is very difficult task to speak English, especially you are from UP, Bihar, or kind of Jharkhand, these areas. I don't know exactly what is the situation in Gorakhpur, but let me tell you, I'm in Darbhanga, so still here English is not that much valued. Especially people know the English is very valuable in their career, but they are still like they do not know how to speak in English. There is no environment. So as far as environment is concerned, there is no value of English here.
Right. Yes, sir. I'll definitely tell you, but I would like to know about yourself, please.
Okay, as you know, my name is Anand. I am an educator, a content creator. I am a founder and director of Read and Achieve classes that I had established in 2017. If you ask about my academic career, then I have done my MSc in chemistry. If I talk about other hobbies, then I have couple of hobbies. Like I love to roam around most of the time in nature. I love to play cricket whenever I have free time, because always I do not find free time to play cricket. But whenever I have little time, I try to play cricket. I love to travel, so I have traveled a bit around India and a little bit around world as well. So that's all about me.
Wow, so it was really wonderful introduction of yours, and you have multiple hobbies as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love doing things. Yeah, I have one hobby that is a strangest one. I love to sit quiet sometimes. Sometimes I do not do any work. I just love to sit quiet. I love to live alone. Yeah, these are a couple of hobbies I have.
Yeah, great hobbies you have. Yeah, so you were asking to me, how did I learn English, right?
Right.
So, yeah, so I have started my journey approximately 1.5 years ago, and it was very difficult, very daunting task for me to learn to speak and to understand English, because I used to very demure and shy girl. I didn't want to face people. I didn't want to talk with the people, even in my native language, and I did have confidence as well. So because of this reason, I was not able to convey my thought in front of among people. So anyhow, I wanted to get confident in me, and it was my passion when I was in the college. So at that time, I used to think I wish I could speak in English, but I was not getting good environment. After getting married, having children, and getting this mobile, I got this opportunity to learn this language. So I thought 1.5 years ago I was preparing KVS examination. At that time, I had to give interview in English language. So at the time, I used to search how to speak in English language, how to give interview in English. So there, I found a lot of videos while searching, and mostly I found homemakers videos, and they were not very good at this language, but even then they have courage, the kind of courage they have, and they were talking with the people through this Skype app and through the social media. So I was getting inspired somewhere from homemaker at the time. Still I'm getting inspired, because in spite of having a lot of a busy schedule, they are trying to elevate their knowledge bit by bit rather than wasting their time. So I also think about myself. If I didn't do anything for myself, then I will be left from other people, which is really not good for me, for my career, for my children as well, and my whole life can destroy. Right, so this is the reason, and I started my journey 1.5 years ago, and it was really very difficult task for me. But anyhow, and any cost, I wanted to achieve this goal. Then I started to learn English from with the help of social media, and I started to watch some conversational kind of videos, podcasts, web series. So it took me 6 months to understand, to speak, and to convey my thought in front of the people, and started to I knew some basic grammar rules like present, past, future. Then I started with that knowledge, and every single day I used to I tried to learn new sentence structure, at least one or two sentence structure, and I deliberately used to speak in my whole entire day. So this is the thing, and many technique I used to follow, still I'm following, talking to myself, think in English, mirror technique, reading, writing, speaking, listening. And I listen a lot, because mostly I busy in the kitchen till 1 p.m. So I listen a lot, and whatever I'm listening, I listen attentively, so that it should be inculcated in my mind easily. And later on, when I alone in the room, then I try to convey my thought, whatever I have listened in that videos. So in this way, I'm just trying to elevate my knowledge in this language, and I'm trying to progress with this language, because I really love this language. I don't want to stop my journey, and I really want to I always like to think of myself as a very positive lady, very positive person. So this is the thing, I'm able to do it. I'm able to manage all the thing very precise way. So this is my journey, sir.
I have kind of now I felt your English the moment you were speaking, and I feel like your English is great. like you are a great English speaker. So you told me you have achieved this fluency just within 1.5 years. So already it is a remarkable work that you have done. Yeah, other thing that you are housewife, you can say you take care of your babies. I'm sure you will be taking care of your babies family, and after all you are learning English, and we already know how daunting task it is to take care of babies and household chores. Even sometimes you have to take care of your like maternal, not grand, what do we say, law in-laws, like mother-in-law, father-in-law, sometimes husband too, because I come from the family where I know, how my mom does, how my mom does all those works.
Yeah.
So it is really daunting task. But right now I have met so many, especially women from all walks of life, and most of them were housewife. They were, working in their house and somehow managing everything, and they have been learning English. And this trend is very popular right now. And I think I also, there are few YouTubers on YouTube which is in this category, and they have motivated them, right? Few YouTubers, and they are really doing a great work. So I can see that lots of housewife is coming on the channels right now. They are, trying to learn English. They are expressing their thought and opinion. So this is good thing that I love. Like, yes, people are doing something new right now. Yeah, and it's a language. So always, learning language is not only confined to the learning the language. It is also sort of what can I say, innovation. Yeah, when you are learning something, you become creative. So it is a creative work. Learning language and articulation is sort of creation. I'm thinking in my mind. I'm not just thinking in English. I'm creating every thought of deep inside my heart, and I'm speaking out, right? So it's not only the matter of language. It is matter of creation, or becoming a creative person. So I have also learned about this learning language. So learning language doesn't only improve your language, it also improves your creativity and other skills at life.
Right. And we are human beings, so sometimes we feel monotonous, sometimes we feel very happy while learning something new. But it doesn't mean we have to stop our journey, we have to give up. No, we have to emphasize ourselves and we need to bring innovation in our work so that we can feel very energetic to do our work in a precise manner. And later on, we can demonstrate, definitely, we can demonstrate, we can come across in front of the people. Yes, I have this kind of like ability and I can also move ahead with this positivity, right? So if you are engaging yourself and keep on engaging throughout the day to learn something new to make your day productive, so definitely it is going to help you a lot.
Yeah, it does help. It does help. For example, I have been teaching since 2017, and I have been learning this language English since 2020. So in both the ways, I have find lots of positive thing that whatever I am today because of these works help me to polish my skill, to become kind of creative person. So if I compare myself when before 2017 or after 2017, I am thinking I'm totally a new person now. I was not as creative as I have become after 2017. So yeah, so learning language is not only concerned to the learning the language only. It is always, affects all the abilities that you have and capacity that is within yourself. So sometimes, learning the language can open the doorway that you would never have thought. Like, it can help you so much in other aspects of life too. Yeah.
And definitely you can get a lot of opportunity if you are able to creative, if you have the kind of creative mindset, right? Whatever is repeated by you over and over, fortunately it will become so easier for us, right? And you will tend to think about it. Yes, this is gonna help me, and this is for me. I am for this. So definitely, it is my responsibility. I have to take this responsibility in a proper manner so that I can get the kind of like good improvement in me, right?
So tell me one thing, like, what is the most daunting task while learning English for you?
Yeah, actually, at the time when I was beginner and really like facing to the people, it was very very herculean task for me. I didn't want to face people, right? And I didn't have confidence, I didn't have courage. I didn't want to come across in front of the people, because earlier I told you I was very demure kind of girl, and because of this was reason I didn't want to face people. So anyhow, I got this like confident. Now I have confidence to talk with the people. Yeah, it doesn't mean like it doesn't matter like they are very good at me, it doesn't matter, but I have the kind of courage, I can be able to convey my thought in front of them. But earlier it was not like that, right? So it was really very daunting task for me. As well as writing, I was not very good at writing, but now I like consciously emphasize myself to learn to write something, at least 1 or 2 pages throughout the day. And I incorporate myself to reading books, and many things I'm trying to do, to become a good speaker in this language. So it
I,
was really very daunting task for me, but I did, because anyhow I wanted to speak in English language. Now I'm able, so I'm very very grateful for social media, for Skype app, and whatever is going on in today's scenario. So really, I'm very grateful for people, because who really very like kind person who connected me like you. Many YouTubers are over there, and they are doing their best, right? And in this way we are getting improvement in our skills.
wow, great. I can see the depth of English that you have right now. So it's not like you you are a great English speaker. I had also told you before because I'm an English learner, so I know how things go forward. I had a question, but it slipped out of my mind. It looks like so. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir. Is there any specific technique that you use to become a master in English language? So please tell if you
No,
have.
I don't have any specific kind of technique right now. I'll just listen most of the time. Uh, there was time when I used to do so many practices, but right now time is not allowing me to do that. As far already you already know, I have a YouTube channel, social media, so it consumes a lot of my time in editing videos and doing all the things. And after that I have a big institution where I have to take care of 6 teachers, 3 classrooms and an office together, because I'm the founder and director of the institute. So that,
Yeah, I.
but still I'm very passionate about listening, and I deliver most of the time to my listening. Yeah, sometimes I have, if I find chance, then I also write, but off and on, so I'm not good at writing. I hate writing since long time, because my even my writing is not good. So sometimes I look at my writing, I do not feel good. Yeah, that's what. But I think my secret of speaking good English is listening. So I always listen to things, and I try to listen attentively so I can observe how the speaker is speaking the sentences, in what context, what words are being used, and what kind of grammatical structures they are using. And on the basis of that, I also pick up all these things in myself.
So it means you have learned English without grammar, right? Like
I knew
grammar is there, grammar was there, but you used to listen more and more.
Yeah, my grammar was good, I think. I remember I was one of the best students of my class in 11th or 12th grade as far as grammar is concerned. Before that, I was not good, but I worked really hard on my grammar in 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. So 3 years has been, great years for my grammar, but still I did not know how to speak in English, because speaking English is different from learning the grammar. I need environment to speak out those grammatical structures, and to articulate my thought with that structures. So it took me long time to speak in English, but I think grammar helped me. It's not that it doesn't help me. Like I knew tense, so whenever I used to speak things, then tenses were helping me. But still, when what happens with learning grammar, sometimes those tenses confuses you a lot. For
Right.
example, I had lots of confusion between present perfect tense and sometimes simple past tense. So it was great confusion. I used to, and sometimes also with few of the other tenses, and I had lots of trouble using the do, does, singular and plural. Still, I sometimes make mistakes out, like instead of do, does I use, and sometimes instead of V5 form I use V1, or that kind of things happened in my mind. But I think if you did not know grammar, then you might have gotten rid of that thought. Like you don't have committed the mistakes like this. Why? Because you do not know the grammar. You would have learnt English with the context, so there were no chance of thinking whether I should use V5 or V1, right? But I knew grammar, that's why it was making me difficult to think what to use at what place, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, it
right.
makes sense. So there is a positive and negative side of learning the grammar too, as far as my experience is concerned.
Because you think like whatever I'm like I have to speak rightly, right? Because you know
Yeah.
very well about the grammar portion. So I have next question, sir, for you, and it is for beginner. So is it possible to learn English without grammar for beginner?
I think totally for beginner it is easier to learn English without grammar because they do not know anything, so they can learn English with context.
Right,
But still they need to have some basic grammars, like how to use is, am, are, was, were, where to use it, because we are not a native speaker. So if somebody will put me in the circumstances or surroundings where English is only being spoken, then I do not need to learn any grammar. It would be better than it would be better if I do not know any grammar in those circumstances, because grammar will confuse me.
yes,
But if I do not know grammar and if I am in English speaking environment, then yeah, it is easier to learn English. Grammar is not in my mind, so I'm learning English with the context and observation. But when I know grammar, then grammar will confuse me. But if you are non-native speakers, then you need to learn little grammar first, because you
yes,
do not have any connection with the English and neither you have environment around you. So first of all, you need to understand little bit grammar so that you can link yourself with English. Otherwise, English itself will become boring, like it is going out of your mind. So how can you express things? Yeah,
right,
that's.
right. Yeah, I totally resonate with you all point, because without grammar, like we cannot speak an effective manner. So grammar is really very essential in our speaking. And for beginner, yeah, you said rightly, because for beginner, is it not like it's not very important, but you need to learn some basic grammar rules like past, present, future, and where you have to use does, do, like this, right? And later on, you can go for the grammar portion as well. If you are able to speak in English, and your fluency will be increasing day by day, so later on you can go for the grammar portion, there's no doubt. But firstly, you need to listen, you need to speak more and more and more, because the more you speak, the more you fluent. So once you get fluency, you can learn each and everything, whatever things requirement for it. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you are right. What else? Like, how is English helping in your personal career? I know, yeah, you are passionate about learning English because you want to upgrade yourself, you want to upskill yourself, and you want to feel better. Because I think right now English is not only related to our job and career; it is also related to our values somewhere. As far as this external world is concerned, I know there is other dimensions of life and where there nothing matters. Okay, but in our external life, English matters, right? So how are you feeling after learning English, and how much confident you are, and how is English helping you in your personal life?
Yeah, sir, whatever I'm feeling till now. So, after learning this language, I have never been happy in my life as I am now after learning this language. Now I need to improve a lot, because I want to impart my knowledge among the people and among the students. So, this is my goal actually, and also as well as I want to become a government teacher. So, whatever I have knowledge, just I want to impart, right? So that other people can also learn through me, and they can also move ahead, they can also get something different in their life. So learning while learning this journey, I felt, yeah, I am something. Earlier, it was not like that. I was very negative kind of lady, and I have converted my every thought in the positive. Now,
There is connection issue. Your sound is breaking.
okay, now is
Yeah,
it
now.
clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime it happens. We face, yeah. So yeah, now till now I've felt like, yeah, I'm something, right, where I'm able to make understand to someone, and I'm able to provide good environment with my kids. And I'm not getting English environment around me, but I created English environment around me. Like, I talk to myself, I talk to my children in English language. I always try to watch like English content through this like YouTube channel. There is many plethora kind of videos are available, and if you are excusing yourself, then this is your fault. If your percentage, if your level is 100% and you are not putting your 100% efforts, then you can be stay at 50%. So it is your responsibility. If you really want to achieve something in your life, then you have to put some efforts for your work until you attain your desired results in your life. So you need to work hard today to make tomorrow easier. So this is what I believe. Right. So this is how my life is going on. I'm really feeling glad after learning this language. But somewhere I get stuck, I get fumble. So I think I need to work on top of that more and more so that I can be flexible in this language. Yeah, sir.
Oh, you're doing great. You don't need to worry, because the way you are speaking it is good. And if you talk about the fumbling and little bit of things that is happening in your English, it is a matter of time. So it goes with time. It is not something that you can suddenly get rid of. Yeah, yeah. It is with the greatest speakers too, but they worked for a long time to get rid of it. Still, because English is our second language, so Hindi is prominent in our mind. It plays a role. While we are thinking, sometimes it slipped out of my mind what to use, where to use, and it happens naturally. It's natural. So something is natural, then you need to get rid of it naturally. You cannot get rid of it artificially. So it takes time. For example, if I look at my old videos, I am the person who used to speak, yeah, okay, kind of things so many often that anybody will feel boring watching those videos. But right now I got rid of everything. So I have realized one thing, that it is a matter of time. You need to be patient and you need to give time to the English. It is not something that is English is not kind of goal. You do not need to make goal in English. You need to make it a lifelong journey. Yeah, it's language. Enjoy every day. And it is something, if you enjoy every day it is, what can I say, multiply multiple fold. It always grows.
Yeah, yeah, right, sir. And whatever you are doing in your life, and you are doing it several times, so it can give you incredible results, right? And you have the kind of patience, so you'll definitely get the kind of like good consequences in your life, in your work. There's no doubt. But you need to be consistent in your journey. Consistency, repetition, and practice are these are things really very important, very necessary in our day-to-day life to move ahead to uplift our life as well.
And sometimes we do not forget to celebrate our success, a small success that we get in this journey. We always forget about our small success, or the destiny that we have traveled, because we always keep our eye on something bigger or somebody who is great at it, and we never compare ourselves with the olden ourselves, like how we were in old days. So we need to do that. Like I remember so many frustrated moments in my English learning journey. It looked like I cannot do it. It is not the cup of my tea, because the pronunciation sometimes, the structure, grammatical structures, or sometimes articulation made so difficult speaking English. But after sometimes I used to, you know what can I say, console myself. No, don't worry, you have come a far, you have come a long way now. Okay, so you do not need to. be disappointed. You need to hold yourself, right? And you are growing up. So that's what learners need to do in their journey, right? It's not a sudden thing that you can, not a magic that you can, spell on somebody. It takes time, and honestly speaking, it takes long time.
Yeah, it is very long process of journey, and we need to patience. We should be like patience should be there in our work, in our like mind. So then only we are going to get everything whatever we want. Okay, sir. So I think we should wind up the session now.
Sure, because we have talked a lot now.
Yeah, and thank you so much, sir. It was great conversation, and I have learned many things, so many things today from your side. So thank you so much for giving me precious time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, as well as I enjoyed talking to you, and I also learned so many things from you, because always learning is vice versa, not from one side. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.